man? Ghost Pepper.
Doing it big, man. Against the Grain TV show. Glad to have y'all back.
And today, it's going to be a fun one.
We got some good ones today, man.
It's going to be a little less political today, all right? But we're going to get into UFOs.
Oh, man, I love me some aliens, bruh.
Unidentified flying objects.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I know a couple of my friends I grew up with. I could have sworn they were some aliens because they used to do some weird shit, bro.
My brother does this thing where with his arm where he can like spin it all the way around.
Nah, see, that's that alien shit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I've been around it my whole life, but I'm still not quite sure. So we had a couple things happen recently in the news, and one of them being that a U.S. Navy ship actually got footage of pyramid-shaped what looked like drones flying over their ship. They released it to the public, and according to experts, these drones don't behave in any way that they deem that our technology able to do.
Right.
So it's got to be either, foreign adversary or, some person in their basement building these things.
Hey,
or
Tony Stark in the basement, bro. It's real. It's real.
Or aliens.
Right, I think it's aliens out there. And y'all know they already said that in the next year to 2 years, we're going to be making contact with our first extraterrestrials.
So that being said, apparently the Senate is actually going to conduct hearings and wants to release government compiled evidence of UFOs. So they want to have these hearings are supposed to take place sometime this year, and they're wanting to actually sit there and tell the government, hey, you have to release some of this information.
Right.
So we'll see what comes of
that.
It's
important, though, man. Like, I really feel that's important for us as human beings on this planet to know if we need to be protecting ourselves. Like, how you going to be trying to take away our guns knowing that there are aliens out there? Come on, bro.
The question is what kind of aliens is it going to be?
Wild ones.
The wild ones. Like, is it going to be like xenomorphs from Aliens? They come down and like the face huggers.
I think they're already here, bro.
Man.
I honestly feel like they're already here living amongst us. They just hide really well. And I just think that all these UFO sightings, I think that the aliens, sometimes they start tripping out. Like sometimes they feel like they want to eat some humans or they want to do something strange to a human body or something. They just,
the whole thing with these objects that the Navy caught on camera is that they hung around for a little bit and then they were gone.
Yeah,
they just disappeared.
It was three of them rolling simultaneously together,
something like that. Yeah, but what exactly were they doing though?
Reconnaissance, bro. Reconnaissance. They just out there. They're like, hey, what is this? Y'all too close to something.
That should make everybody crazy.
I wonder where this ship was. Because if it was somewhere specific, like the Bermuda Triangle or some shit, yeah, that was an alien, my name. You know that was an alien.
Find where exactly, but so I sometimes have a hard time believing there can be aliens. But then at the same point, I don't know how I can't believe that there is an alien life out there. So whether or not alien life has come here to Earth, that's a little bit harder to know. Now the fact whether or not there's alien life,
right? There's
definitely got to be something out there. I mean, we have a whole universe,
bro. That is galaxy, Milky Ways, black holes. Like, bro, there ain't no way. I'm sorry, but if someone thinks that there's no such thing as aliens or other life forms, something's wrong with you. Like, literally, think about it. We are just a small, minute piece in this giant globe of just universe. Dude, I'm pretty sure aliens flew past our planet. They've landed here. They've covered it up. It has to be, bro.
Yeah.
We just landed on Mars. You know how long it took for us to get there? And we don't even know if that's real.
Oh, and even there's a planet.
Planet X?
No, sorry, not a planet. Over in Saturn, there's a moon on Saturn called Titan that actually scientists believe could possibly have life on it. Like they've put their probes and stuff into it, and they've compiled that. Like it has all the necessary stuff there to support life.
Like water?
Like water underneath and all sorts of other stuff.
How did they get underneath?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Bro, man, see, I believe in aliens, but then on the other hand, I have to say, did we really land on the moon? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't think we landed on the moon?
Dog, I don't know, bro. Them pictures is kind of rough, man. Like,
what exactly makes you think that we didn't land on the moon?
Because those flat earthers.
Oh, okay. Well,
And there's people out there that question these things. And if there's a question out there, then there must be some kind of fact to something.
right. But at the same point, people can question things and also like not really know what they're questioning.
True. But
so like as far as the like flat earth goes, right? So I'm not saying you believe in flat earth.
I'm not saying I believe it though. I got some friends that believe it.
You can look out at the horizon, and when you're watching, like, say, when you're watching a ship leave, like the harbor, and it gets going, you see it disappear from the bottom up, which means it's going over a horizon, which means it's curving at some point, because that ship is dropping down, and the last thing you'll see is the top of the sail. So on a flat Earth, it would just keep going until it eventually got out of your.
It just got smaller and smaller. Right. It wouldn't go down or up. Right. It would just go straight and it would just disappear.
Right. And then same thing with like sunsets. Right. You can actually experience a sunset twice in one day. Do you know that?
If you move.
So all you have to do is at the very beginning of the sunset, you watch the sunset from the ground level, and then watch the sunset, and then if you take a cherry picker or something up, 10 feet. Then you can watch it set again. So that would only happen if there's some sort of curvature to the Earth.
Right.
So, I mean, flat earthers, I can't get on board with that at all.
But I listen, man. I like to, I'm one of those people where I've had to learn, especially like as a black man, that you have to be more open to other ways of thinking and other views and stuff. So it's just like when I heard a friend of mine talk about flat earth, like, dude, I actually went to a flat earther debate.
Really?
It was at my friend's tattoo shop, and bro, like,
man,
they are ready to go to blows, bro. Like, they literally had to have security there to keep each other from fighting each other. Like, that dude said the earth is flat. That dude stood up. He said, "You're a fucking idiot." I said, "Get him, Steven."
I wouldn't go that far. Like you can disagree with somebody.
Bro, disagreeing my ass. They was ready to go. He said, "The world is not flat. You're a fucking idiot." He said, "Don't you call me?" Oh, my God. And they truly believe either side. They really do believe that, bro.
No, I love listening to other people's like views on different things like that. And like when it comes to like aliens, or when it comes to like Bermuda Triangle, for example, or anything that's like sort of conspiracy or anything. Like, I love listening to it, because not only do you get their perspective from it, but then you can make if you disagree with them, you can make your argument stronger by going and doing a little bit of research and finding out different things that would disprove anything they say.
Facts.
And then that makes you more solid in what you believe.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
So, but and then man, I forgot where I was going with that. But so with so with the moon. The moon. Okay, so I've heard all the arguments. I've listened to the conspiracies about the Earth.
Stand.
Right, and I've heard them say, well, the flag was waving and everything like that, but there was no wind. There's no wind and all this. I've heard all this, right?
But there's no gravity, so wouldn't it float?
Right.
But it wouldn't wave though. It would. How would it float though?
Well, I mean, everything, water would float, and no gravity environment, water just kind of suspends, and it forms into little droplets, and it'll move around a little bit, because you're still being pulled by inertia from the moon going around the Earth, right? So you're still being moved, motion, but it's not in the same degree as when we're here on Earth, right? Like what you feel, right?
Gravity, yeah.
And then people saying, like, apparently the picture, like, and you're a photographer, right? So the picture is taken from the moon, right? They say, oh, well, there was something to do with the amount of light or something like that was on the supposed set of the moon landing.
But how would we know what the Earth looked like?
And when they look up and when they point their cameras to the sky, right, they don't see any stars.
Right.
There's and some of those photographs, there's no stars. They're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But when you're talking about photography, there's something called aperture, right?
Your aperture.
So if your aperture is not open for long enough, it's not going to capture that light coming all the way from over there, and you're going to have a darker background than what you would see. So I mean, there's explanations to a lot of this. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't get on board with
I'm not going to sit here and say I agree with the flat earthers that the Earth is flat. There's just too much going on for the Earth to be round. There's just too much, right? Then on the other end of, I'm just saying that because the simple fact that when people believe certain things passionately, it's like, why? And I'm that person to ask why, and I want to understand, why do you see it that way?
There has to be some sort of like trigger.
Yeah.
Like when you're sitting there listening to something, and then all of a sudden you get it, and you believe in it 100%. There's got to be something that you can point to that, like, oh, that's the moment that I started, really believing what I believe.
That's when I stopped eating real meat. I saw that baby chicken.
You've seen those protesters. You've seen those protesters that go out there and stop like dairy cows or trucks and the cattle that are going to be slaughtered.
Or they throw paint on somebody's fur.
And they're sitting there trying to feed them water and stuff. And I'm like, that cow's about to die, right? Like, why do you care so much? Like, I get like people that are sympathetic to animals and stuff
I
like
absolutely
that.
understand. Don't get me wrong.
But at the same point, we eat meat.
Right.
Like, that's just what we do.
It's like, we eat meat. They're cows. If you raise them to be pets, I'm pretty sure they would.
I want to meet the vegan heavy lifting world champion.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Show me that, and then I'll get on board with your only eating vegetables.
Because people tell me all the time, oh, you can get just as much protein from other things, but why? I've seen people who are vegan, and some of them look great, and some of them look like they're AIDS victims. I'm sorry,
True.
but it's true.
It's true though.
Like, being a vegan is definitely a lifestyle. It's not for everyone. All right. Just because you feel you want to be a vegan doesn't mean that your body is going to take you being a vegan.
Right.
You're not getting certain things when you're a vegan. So you have to get it other ways. And some of them never get the other things that they need. And they're like malnourished looking. And they're like blue and gray looking. Like, you're losing life force, buddy. You need to get it together.
And if you
get you a sandwich.
If you are one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I'm a vegan and everybody else should be vegan, stop.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Don't tell everybody else what they have to do.
That's true. That's wrong.
And to your point of like, oh well, all these cattle are contributing to global warming and everything like that. Farmland takes up way more space on this earth than doing cattle. True. All right, so you're balanced. You're doing that out.
True.
Also, the animals that you claim to love and want to protect, they eat vegetables. Stop eating all their vegetables.
Right.
Like, seriously. But get back on track a little bit with the alien stuff. So UFOs have been like for ages now.
That's a big thing.
Everybody claims that they've seen a UFO, but the fact that our government now is being like, they might be aliens.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not coming out right and saying, oh yeah, it's aliens. But it's definitely something that we don't know exactly what it is. At least the public doesn't know.
Right.
But now they're saying, okay, yeah, you can know, which makes me think that either they know something's about to happen.
Yeah.
That everybody's going to know anyway. Mm-hmm. So they're just trying to get ahead of the 8 ball on it.
Yeah.
Or they really don't know, which should scare you even more.
Right.
If we really don't know what's going on out there, then everybody should be worried about whether or not it's a foreign power that has these UFOs that seem to defy all the laws of physics.
Right.
Or whether or not it's a person in the basement making a new Iron Man suit.
Right.
Like, we should be concerned about this.
Or if the government is working with these extraterrestrials and this Men in Black shit is real, let me know now.
Man, you know who should we ask? Will Smith. I bet he knows.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, bro. The movies are based on real things. They don't just come up with this shit.
We just had that conversation not that long ago.
This shit is based on real. Like, I understand imagination. Don't get me wrong. I understand imagination. But, bro, come on, bro. Some of this stuff is just too close to home.
So, but some of the things, too, like, if aliens did come to Earth, like, everybody's got a picture in their mind of what the aliens would be like.
Yeah.
Right? But what if it's nothing like what we've imagined? What if it's like beings that come here that we can't even communicate with because we don't know how to communicate with them?
Like, what if they're like these massive beings, bro? What if they're like the giants of our past? And they're like fucking 20, 30 feet.
At all?
Nope, because the creator of Rick and Morty is a pedophile.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Don't support Rick and Morty.
It's a funny show. I don't, I'm
going to show you the video he created, and it was literally some dude raping the baby. And he created it. And he put it out online, and it's him, his signature, his name. It's weird,
Anyway,
bro.
so the reason I bring it up,
He's the alien.
The reason I bring it up is that they have this episode where these aliens come to Earth and they're giant heads. It's just a giant head, and they scream at Earth, "Show me what you've got!" And they want people to sing for them. So they put them on this like reality TV show for these alien heads. And the people that sing, it's like a kind of like an American Idol type of thing. Like, so you go on, you do your singing, and if they don't like you, they destroy your planet. But if they like you, you get to live and go into the next round. And then it's like the last person standing type thing.
Wow.
It's so funny, but
wow.
It just goes to show, like, the human imagination can only do so much, especially the fact that we only live in 3 dimensions.
Explain The Simpsons.
I can't explain the Simpsons. The Simpsons are
Explain The Simpsons
insane.
to me. I'm telling you, bro.
They know everything.
They know everything.
When the thing that sold me on that the Simpsons predicts everything was when they did the episode of Donald Trump coming down the escalator, or the right, and they're announcing him as president, and then that same almost shot for shot happens in real life, and I'm like, okay, this dude's a freaking fortune teller.
Yeah, he a fortune teller, bro.
Like he either knows something, or I don't know how he knows, but he's living probably in the 4th dimension.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
able to travel through time and be able to see whatever. And he's just like
he's predicted some crazy stuff, bro.
Before we know they're funny.
Hey,
like, let me show you
dude
some
knows
stuff.
something though. But these UFOs, man, like this stuff has been happening for a long time, bro, and they've been covering it up for a while. They cover up a lot of things.
I told you back when we first started hanging out, I told you about that movie, The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Dude, I think we have to.
He keep telling me to watch these weird things.
I think we have to watch I think I have to make you watch that movie, because all these people that say they've been abducted by UFOs, like there's always like a certain level of scrutiny to it, right? Like, because I don't know if anybody's ever been actually abducted by UFOs.
True.
But when this movie came out, The Fourth Kind, and it shows like the different types of encounters with aliens and stuff like that, it freaked me out a little bit, and it definitely freaked my wife out, because I'm kind of a butthole and like to take things a little bit further than I really should. But especially like with like scary movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or we watched Paranormal Activity. I think that was the last one that she watched with me.
I don't watch stuff like that.
Paranormal Activity, and there's a spot where the dude just kind of like stares off into space, and he's just like standing over the bed.
Yeah.
And I did that to her.
Oh.
I was not allowed to take her to scary movies anymore after that.
Oh my god.
She's like, I'm not doing it with you anymore.
I scare my wife all the time. I just run up on her. But, you know, like, my big ass be hiding in the corner somewhere in the dark. It's just like, babe, stop that. I'm like, I can't help it. I'm scared shit out of you.
Yeah, so I think
Paranormal Activity, bro, you can't play with that. See, let me tell y'all something right now. I ain't scared of nothing. But if it's say based on a true story, I'm choosing not to watch. Okay?
American Chainsaw?
Not doing
Texas
it.
Chainsaw
Not doing it.
Not doing it.
You know, I think I watched what was that? Not Paranormal Activity. It was the one where they had like all the people dying different ways, and they had like
Final Destination.
Final Destination destroyed me as a child. Every time I see a lumber truck, I slow down or I speed up.
The only one that I remember from Final Destination was the dude in the pool.
What? What about the water bottle? You're not allowed to have water bottles in my vehicle.
I don't remember the water bottle
The
one.
water bottle, when she dropped the water bottle and it went underneath her brake and she couldn't stop the car.
I don't remember that.
And then the wood came off of the thing and she couldn't stop the car and it hit her in the face.
Nope.
Nope.
No memory of that.
I don't even think I drank water after that.
I remember the pool one where the dude's swimming in the pool, and then that drain, it starts sucking down the water, and he gets stuck in it, and it just sucks him into the drain.
I don't even remember that part, but I don't like swimming.
We remember.
I don't want to go swimming right now.
Let's go swimming.
Let's just ask them I'm gonna ask them when they clean the pool last.
We'll go swimming, and then we'll.
I can swim. Don't get that twisted. I can swim.
No, I didn't say you couldn't swim.
Well, I'm just telling the people out there, they might try to judge me saying I can't swim. I can swim very well. Thank you very much. I'm like a dolphin.
I'll be the judge of that. But okay, so we'll go swimming, and then we'll drive in the car, and I'll drink a water bottle, and we'll just get over this.
No,
we'll get over it. We'll get over it.
No. It's a mental thing. It's the phobia now.
We gotta face our fears.
I don't face those fears. I don't do like haunting in Connecticut, haunted houses, this and this. Dude, I don't watch none of that, bro.
Yeah, I'll get on YouTube and I'll just like look up like real life paranormal stuff.
Yeah,
I'll just look at videos for hours.
This is where our friendship separates.
But I think a lot of that is like, you know, like I'm a God-fearing man, and I believe that there's a heaven and a hell, and there's a devil and a God, but I don't know necessarily whether or not I believe in ghosts.
Right.
And like demons to the point where they like come out and get you and stuff like. I don't know if I believe in it that much. Like not that I don't believe in it that much, but I don't think I believe it to that extent. That's what they're doing. I think it's more subtle than that. Especially like with demons and stuff like that. I think it's more like a heart thing, like in your heart, like corruption and stuff like that. I don't know if it's necessarily like actual spirits coming into you and stuff like that.
Take over anybody.
That stuff doesn't bother me.
So you don't believe in stuff like the exorcism and stuff? Really?
I don't believe in exorcisms.
See me, I believe in ghosts because when I was stationed at Fort Stewart, when I was in the military, Savannah, Georgia is the most haunted city in America. And I went on this haunted ghost tour, bro. And the first place we stopped was, you ever heard of being shanghaied? Or people being or you ever heard of the movie Shanghai Noon?
Yeah, Shanghai Noon, yeah.
Shanghai is basically a term that means that the pirates used to Shanghai people. Like, say they would see a guy like me in the bar.
Okay.
They would drug me or get me super drunk. And the Pirates bar we were at, it was called like the Pirates Hub or something like that. And this was actually one of the bars that they used to Shanghai people. So what they would do is get me drunk. Then they would take me to this little place in the back where it was like this fucking drop off that was like 10 feet down. They would drop my body down there, and they would have guys down there that would drag me all the way underground to the ocean where their ship was. And when I woke up, I was already at sea. And this is how they got a lot of pirates. They would kidnap, strong, well-bodied men, and they would just Shanghai them, and they would just put them on these ships and kidnap them and make them pirates. But when we were there, these people were taking pictures, and everyone started freaking out. I'm like, yo, what happened? Why y'all looking at me? Dude, I had orbs all over my body, bro.
Yeah, but how much of that could just be light flare?
Bro, but it wasn't light flare. You're talking to a photographer now. Okay,
I get
that one, though. We go and we get on the bus and we start driving around. And in Savannah, they have like these squares, like these like city squares that are really big, and it has like different kind of statues and different shit like that in it. Well, we drove past this one and it had a hanging tree, and they used to hang people here back in the day.
Okay.
You took a picture of that, bro, and you just saw orbs all over this tree. Then you saw orbs in the windows, bro, like people in the windows and stuff, bro. Like,
right.
And then we went to this house. It was called the Sarin Weed House. When you walked in there, bro, you look at the cameras that are night vision. You know, dust particles. There's no doors. Dust particles are going to go where the wind goes.
Right.
These particles were going fast. Some of them were going slow. Some of them were zooming, going up and down. They were just chasing each other.
Right.
Dude, those were spirits.
Okay.
Bro, I could go another time. We'll go
So
on.
what we're going to do then, and now
we're not doing it.
Yes, we're going to do it.
I've experienced it already. So, I'm not going to open myself up to that.
You want to make me a believer, right?
Dude, when we went upstairs, I was the last one. This is what I know. I was the last one up the stairs. There was like literally one dude behind me. We came up the stairs. This dude was in front of me, and he took a picture of me coming up the stairs. There was a dead white lady behind me, bro, with a fucking old school house gown on. And she had on long white hair, bro, and he had the picture, dude.
Sounds like a Snapchat filter to me.
I'm done. bro, this was in like 2000, this is like 2010. This didn't have Snapchat.
I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'm one of those people.
She touched me.
I would have to. I
basically tried to grab my thing from the back.
I would have to see something in order to change my opinion on it. Because I mean, all the stuff that I've seen, there's some explanation.
But have you ever been somewhere that's haunted though?
Yeah. So over in Cimarron, New Mexico, they have a what's called one of the most haunted places in New Mexico. It's a hotel there. And we stayed the night. I didn't see anything. I mean, maybe I just got unlucky and all the ghosts were off that day or something like that. But
I'm sure, viewers, y'all have been able to tell the difference between me and Ghost here.
And it's, I mean,
white people do things that black people don't do, and staying in haunted hotels is one of them.
You wouldn't stay in a haunted hotel? Oh, why?
That is the Steven thing. Hell no. I'm the first person they fuck with. Look, hey, I'm going to knock your door down, bro. There ain't enough locks in that hotel to keep me from busting your door down to say, hey, bro, I'm standing here with you.
So, but aliens are okay.
I'll fight an alien.
You fight an alien. You can touch an alien.
I can touch an alien. A ghost can do whatever they want to me. I'm no, sir. Let me
What
fuck
if it was
with
like Patrick Swayze ghost though?
Nah, fuck that. I'm the type of person that fuck around and find a gay ghost and he keep on trying to take my booty or something. Like, I can't run from him.
Like Scary Movie.
Yeah. Kept slapping me on the ass. Like,
Oh,
get
my
up
God.
off me, bro.
Dude, so kind of a little bit off topic, but you know, ghosts, aliens, it's all kind of the same thing. It's all the same
bro.
thing.
But I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in extraterrestrials because this universe is way too big and energy is way too powerful for it to only be the physical, bro.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely believe that there's something definitely after this life. There's got to be something.
Because if you believe in God and you believe in the devil, then you have to believe in spirits because
Well,
God is like a spirit.
Right. I believe in an afterlife.
Right.
If that makes sense. But I don't believe the afterlife stays here.
Facts. I believe we reincarnated
And actually,
immediately.
there was some article that somebody just posted, and maybe we can do this for next time, but of a guy that actually died. Mm-hmm. So he was in his garage and he was working on some power tools and he got shocked and died. His wife was a cardiac like nurse or surgeon or something like that, and she came in and like was able to resuscitate him, and he went into a coma for I want to say 6 days or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then they were asking him about his experience afterward, and he's like, yeah, so it was like I was energy. It was like I was energy and I was going up into space and I was going towards something, but I didn't know what it was. So, and all these really like weird and sort of philosophical stuff. And there've been many reports throughout the years of people that have died and been resuscitated after a little bit of period of time, and they all experienced kind of the same thing.
Right.
So I think your spirit, it is energy, and it does go somewhere after you die.
Right.
We just don't know where that place is.
It's just not. I just don't believe that we just sit in a room and we wait until somebody comes. You know, like I feel that we die, and then once we die, dude, how many souls are there? How many people are there? Like you can't. Like you can only create. There's only so many people you can create, different individuals. So I just believe that, like you know how like you meet a baby, and you be like, damn, you've been here before, mm-hmm. Or you meet somebody like you've done this a few times.
So like reincarnation.
Yeah, like reincarnation. Like I feel like as soon as you die, you're reborn. You get to go at it again. Sometimes people get the short end of the stick. They come back as a gnat or something, with a dung beetle.
Hope Fauci does.
Fauci gonna come back as a black man.
Is that the ultimate punishment for him?
The ultimate punishment. A black man that has syphilis.
Gonorrhea.
So funny.
But
so funny, bro.
I think we'll kind of leave it off on that note.
Oh, yeah, man.
And,
thank y'all for tuning in. Do you know what I'm saying? Against the Grain podcast. We'll see y'all soon.
And we'll check you out next time.
All right.
Peace out.